Hello, everybody. Welcome to Spirit Speaks. I am Shannon McLaren, and we are going to hang out for half an hour and answer questions. And I'm going to tell you things that my guides say, and I'll make funny faces and be kind of a dork. So that's generally what happens on this show. Okay, so the spiel of who I am and what I'm doing and all of that stuff. So Shannon McLaren, I'm owner of Sacramento Healing Tree, and I just do this little show that I tell you some things that my guides have been telling me this week for you, and I also take your questions, and I use tarot cards and oracle cards, and then if I stare over into the corner over there, I'm talking to my guides and they'll give me some information too. So if you have a question that you want me to look at, please put it in the chat. If I have enough time to get to your question, I will get to it. But the show does end at 6:30. Okay, so the other thing is, if you are using a screen name, please let me know what your actual name is so that I can tap into your energy, because that helps. So please make sure that you are subscribed and you hit notify so that when I go live and I do this, you know. But just so you can mark your calendars, it's always on Sunday at 6 p.m. Every Sunday, except for the first Sunday of the month, because I need breaks too. Okay, so what I do is I talk about the things that my guides have been saying to me for the week, so just kind of to get some guidance. And what they want all of us to know, me included, is to relax. So what they were saying is relax into yourself, to go inside and find you and find out and ask yourself, how are you feeling? And what is it that you need? And you need so it's important that you're really clear on how you're feeling and what you need, because tomorrow is winter solstice, but tomorrow is not just winter solstice, which is an amazing day all by itself, but it's also the Great Conjunction. And I'm sure that you've seen posts about that and all of those things. So it's basically, if you haven't seen it, it's Jupiter and Saturn are going to come together at 0 degrees tomorrow. And they're going to look like one big star kind of thing. I guess they're calling it the Christmas star. Anyway, Jupiter is about expansion, and Saturn is about restriction, but you can think of that like boundaries and rules. So what you want to do is you want to get really clear on what it is that you need, because tomorrow you can manifest that on the winter solstice, and it's going to be a really powerful thing. Now, this conjunction is said to be the start of a new social era. So it's a big deal. And I would really want to encourage you to take advantage of this energy, because next time it's going to come around, I believe, is 2080. So not sure if you'll be around then. So, okay. So, hi, Steph. My wife's here. Okay, so every week, not just with the message that my guide gives, I have these cards these are all sayings that my guides have given me through the years, and I shuffle and I pull one out. And this week it is, listen to your body. It will tell you everything that you need to know. So if you're tired, go take a nap. If your shoulders are really tense, it means that you need to relax. My shoulders are so tense. I so need to relax. So luckily I'm on vacation, so I can. Then the last message, again, is about relaxing. And relaxing is the key to hearing and seeing your path. That's one of the things with like the psychic information that I get. If I'm really tense and I'm trying really, really hard to get something, I'm going to screw it all up because I'm going to get in my way. And so you need to relax so that you can get the messages. I've heard a lot of people say that when they smoke weed, they get really, really psychic. And I don't think that necessarily it is that they get psychic. I think they relax. And so you can get in the messages. So then a little twist. We're going to try something new tonight. And we are going to, I hope this does not blow out everybody's ears or sound like crap. But, so this is a crystal singing bowl. If you've ever had a healing from me, you know what they sound like. So this is the sacral bowl. And the sacral chakra is about our emotions. And so because everything's really kind of intense right now, what I wanted to do was, and I'm hoping that this comes across and sounds okay. So if it sounds horrible, let me know in the messages. so I'm going to play this just a few rounds. So just taking a deep breath and listen, and hopefully it sounds good. So take in another deep breath and let it all the way out. Okay, I can let this sing forever, so I'm just going to stop it. So tell me, how did that come across okay? Or was that awful on your side? And I'm going to tell my lovely assistant that I'm ready for questions as well. So that will pop up. Good. I'm glad that it came across. I think, so I have all of the chakra bowls. So it was way fun. I am going to, I think I'm going to start bringing up different bowls. So we can do that. So, okay, I have to scroll back up and get to the questions. Okay, Stephanie Silva, guidance. Do we have a question, Stephanie? Just whatever. Okay, so what I'm going to do is I'm just going to pull you a card, and we'll see what happens. Do you guys like my hat? This is one of my favorite hats. By the way, I love Santa, or Odin, or whatever you want to call him, but love Santa. And as my friends would say, I'm dork. All right, Stephanie. Stephanie, your card is the reversed sun. Now, this is not generally, so this can talk about endings, but when it's upright, it's one of the most positive and happy cards. So, but within every reversed card is the upright. So something may be ending right now, but focus on the positive aspects of it, because when something ends, there's always something positive in it. So something maybe like this is kind of more like a divorcee kind of a divorcee. Is that a divorcee? Is that a word? Divorcee kind of card. So, but it doesn't have to be like a marriage ending. It can be just separating from something. But let's see what the oracle cards also tell you. This also could be, it could be that you're divorcing yourself from like an emotional thing that is within you. That's kind of what I'm picking up from my guide. So there might be some, if you've been having like really bad depression and now it's starting to go away, or you're doing some magic, or you're doing things to break up with it, that it could be something like that. That's kind of the feeling that I'm getting. And the oracle cards you're getting is lightning and power. So know that you are more powerful than you actually realize. And if you want to increase your power, bring yellow into your life, because or surround yourself with yellow, because yellow is the color of the solar plexus chakra, and that is our power center. That's basically the chakra that reminds you that you're a badass and you can do this. Okay, and then we're going to go on to the next one. Red Vixen. What do I need to do this Yule Christmas? What do you need to do? I think you mean about, so if you're talking about like the manifesting thing, what you need to do is meditate and go into yourself and really find that out. But I'm not quite sure what you mean with that. So I'm just going to pull a card. So this is the Five of Pentacles. So it may feel like things are pretty bleak and pretty hard for you right now. This also can indicate that you've done something to your foot. Like, I don't know if you've hurt your foot or something like that. Anyway, so I have always seen this card as a healer card. So this may be a time for you to think about what you can do to help other people in a healing capacity. Not necessarily like going, well, obviously not going to people's houses or anything like that because it's not safe. But really think about what type of, how you can help others. I'm not picking up on the typical kind of meaning of that card, which is, things kind of suck. So, all right, let's get more information from the Oracle card. You got this one. So Cave Sanctuary. So this is pulling into yourself. Well, it's also about staying home, which is we're all doing. So, but when you pull into your cave, so cave is very earth, right? And it's solitude, and it's pulling in, which is also very hibernating with I'm coming up with great words tonight. You guys like these words? Hibernating, which is what we're doing in the dark of the year. So pull back on it. This is all talking about like inner reflection. So that's what you need to know. And Andy, your question's cracking me up already. So about your twin flame this week. Let's see what's going on there, shall we? Oh, sorry. One more time. You've got reverse death. So what this card means is that there is change coming in. It's a major arcana card, so you need to pay attention to it. So there's change coming. It's just going a little slow. So it's just meandering along instead of charging. So there's change coming, but just slower than. And we're going to pull an Oracle card for this question. Meadow and vulnerability. So this card talks about remembering that if you're going to make a connection to somebody, you need to be vulnerable and open and not have a hard shell like a crab. With that, I'm going to go on. Hi, Ronnie. Happy solstice. Very excited. After the show's over, I'm going to go drink. Okay, so pull a card on just what you need to know. Okay, so we're going to do just a general reading. So, you know what? Hold on a second. I need to pull my chair up so that I'm actually leaning back and relaxing and not sitting forward and being all tense, because that's how I screw up my shoulders. So, okay, starting again. Ronnie. What does Ronnie need to know? All right. Ronnie gets. So you get this card. So it's the same card, but reversed. And this card is actually a very, very spiritual card when it's reversed, because it means that you've hit your bottom, things sucked, and now you're on your way back up. But as you get to go on your way back up, you get to reinvent yourself. You are more spiritual. There's all of these wonderful things that happen. So it's also saying that the bad things are over and you're coming up. Do you guys hear my dog barking over there? All right, and let's do an oracle card for that too, Ronnie. And you got tsunami wake up call. So now this is always kind of like a scary looking card, but it can be, it's just a wake up call. So you know how when COVID first hit, how we all suddenly realized that the things that we thought were important in life were not so much important, like and we realized that our health is above all a very, very important thing, and our families, and we got worried about our families and things like that. So as a wake-up call can put things into perspective. So look around in your life, but you know, you're coming up spiritually, so that might have something to do with what your wake-up call is. And Soul Speaker, I know who she is. So let's see. Just a general reading. Okay. You got 5, 6, 7, 8. One of these days I'm going to memorize. I know what the pictures mean and I can instantly tell you what it means, but I can't ever, I have to count. Anyway, so this is the 8 of Cups. And the 8 of Cups talks about walking away from something that's solid and secure and going on a spiritual journey. So something that these are the kinds of things where you leave a job that you know you're going to that you're making a decent amount of money on, but you're going to leave this job that's stable and secure, and then to go out and start your own business. Or it's leaving your group of friends to go become very spiritual someplace else. So you're leaving something. It's like a scenario like that. So, but it's leaving something that's secure. But you're doing that because there's something else that you have a passion for that you want to go do. Ooh, tapping cards. An oracle card is wind and activation. So use your breath, use your voice to activate what it is that you are pursuing, that you're moving towards. And I feel like this is throat chakra. So this is speaking using your voice to talk about what it is that you want to do, talk about your fears so that you can process and get past them. So activate it. Okay. All righty. And we're moving. Nina, how are you? You're up so late. You're not up late. I'm like 9. 9 is late. Anyway, hi, Nina. I'm a doof. So, Nina, I'm going to get there. Okay, Nina. So, Nina wants to know about a relationship. So, we're going to pull a card for her relationship. So you have the King of Wands. The King of Wands is actually he's a guy that's very active. Reversed would tell me that he's having a hard time right now. Basically a reversed King of Wands. He's kind of a jerk. But I do know in your situation that this person that you're talking about isn't necessarily a jerk. So that would tell me that he's having a hard time. So he's having a hard time with his job. He's having a hard time financially. He likes to, I see some control issues that are happening there for him. And there seems to be things that are out of control. I would assume that it's a pandemic. Maybe it's not, but there's some things that are out of control that he's having a hard time with right now. So let's pull an oracle card as well. Yeah, see, and so you got fog and you got veiled. So what I kind of equate this card to the moon card in the tarot deck, in that you aren't seeing things clearly right now. So A lot of times in a relationship, the biggest thing that you can do to make a relationship successful is to have patience. And what I mean by that is when things are rough, if you have patience, they'll change. So, because people go through hard times, and this has been a very, very hard year, and it might be that the circumstances that are happening right now will change. So, just give it some time is what I'm saying. But Nina, why don't you message me, because we probably should go a little bit deeper into that. Maybe have a quick little reading. Okay, so I'm going to scroll down. Hi, Monty. Do my guides have anything to tell you? Monty, you're rushing around a lot, trying. This is what I see you. They're showing me you doing this, and what I have a feeling that that's like people. I think that you're like trying to take care of too many people, and what you're actually doing is you're avoiding yourself. So what they're actually showing me, and I only know that because I can be a master at this trick. so uh, take some time to really just sit with you and think about how it is that you feel, regardless of anybody else. So it's not like, my mom makes me feel this way or my dad makes me feel that way. It's how do you feel inside you, regardless of anybody else. That is meditation. Oh, they're talking about meditation. So you really need to start to have like a daily meditation. You can start that off with just some breathing for 3 to 5 minutes if you can do that, or start off with just a minute. But you need to bring meditation into your life. So there you go. Hi Trish. A general reading. So let's do a general reading. Nina, see? Yeah, that's what it is. Okay, so we're going over to the other question. I'm trying to connect to you. All right. So, and the card we're pulling for you is the King of Wands again. So the King of Wands is talking about so this doesn't have to be a man in your life or you. It's actually somebody that has masculine energy. So but this is for you, it feels like if this isn't you or somebody in your life, they're very frustrated by the fact that they can't go do as much as they want to go do. For whatever reason, it's holding them back. Now, if you're in California, you're under shelter in place, and that's why you can't go do things. But for this card, it's like somebody who's extroverted and really, really social, and they're not able to go out and do the things that they want to do, and there's frustration with the constraints that the world is putting on, or for whatever reason you can't go out and do the things that you want to do, for the person in your life that is talking about is doing it. So the King of Wands is someone who it's a fire. Wands are fire. Wands are action. Wands are it's the like spring. So if you think about the intensity that a flower or a flower needs to have to bust through the soil, it's that kind of person. They're very active, and they're very going, and I always equate wands to my grandnephew. I always call him Bam Bam. He's very, very physical. So that's kind of what the King of Wands is. Not Bam Bam, but and you pulled up ceremony and invocation. I don't know if you have any type of ceremonies that you do, if you're pagan, if I am. So that's what this card always means to me. For whatever religion or whatever faith that you have, do your ceremonies. Talk to whatever it is your deity is, and find out maybe the action is that this is the action that you need to do, that the King of Wands is talking about. There you go. And I think that I might be done with questions. Maybe. I forgot to like pimp my things. so last week I talked about the numerology reports, and a few of you have gotten the numerology reports, and I'm hoping that you're loving them. I also want to remind you about the transit reports for the astrology that I do. It's really very, very cool because what it talks about is your aspects and the influences that are in your life for the next 3 months or whatever. And sometimes it's not just 3 months. Sometimes it's like, hey, this is the influences coming in and you're going to get this for like the next 2 years. It's very, very cool. So I want to talk about that. If you enjoyed the readings tonight, you can go to my website, which is sacramentohealingtree.com, and there's book an appointment or list of services. I don't know. It's a tab in there. Steph can put it in there. I always forget. Anyway, so we can, I can still do all of my healings and all of the things that I would normally do in person. I can still do them online. So what happens is we would have a Zoom call, and I would do the healing. But the cool thing about doing it online is you then get a recording of it so you can go back and watch it. Because a lot of times when I'm doing the healings and I'm going through your chakras, I end up giving you a reading. Sometimes what happens is a deceased loved one will sometimes come in as well. And it's really cool if you're doing it online, you have a recording of it. So, well then, so it is winter solstice tomorrow. So what I want to do for all of you is I want to just, okay, so everybody, I want you to take in yet another deep breath and let it all the way out. And so what I'm going to do right now is I'm going to send you some healing and peace. So tomorrow being the winter solstice, it's a magical day, and the land starts to wake up. We are going to wake up. The Great Conjunction is such an amazing opportunity to change our lives and to manifest what we're going to do going forward. Because 2021 may not be a perfect year, but it's going to be a new year, and we can manifest something amazing and the things that we want. So that's why I was talking about in the beginning, sit down and really go inside and find out what it is that you want. What is it that you need? And then tomorrow, write it on a piece of paper and burn it safely outside. And the smoke will take that up to the heavens and the gods and the goddesses and whoever you believe in, and they will carry your request up there. So like it's like a prayer. It'll go up there, and we can start the new year. And I just thought about something very, very fun. If you are on this live chat right now, what I want you to do is you can put it in the chat, and I will write it down. I have a humongous Yule log that I will be burning tomorrow. Now, what I want you to do in the chat, write down in there what it is that you would like to request. And I will write that on my personal Yule log. And as it burns it's a ceremony, and it's very sacred. And I will burn that tomorrow, and it will lift it up to the heavens and the god and the goddesses. So I believe that you can chat after I stop this. If not, then just go ahead and message me. I'm on Instagram. I'm on Facebook. You can email me, all of those different ways. Think about what it is that you want, and I'd be more than happy to put it on my personal Yule log. So I wish all of you, no, I did not get the Yule log from a church parking lot. Okay. So actually, Steph actually found it. It was kind of like a church parking lot, but not quite. Anyway, so we found the Yule log. We have the Yule log. So, if you don't know what I'm talking about, so what you can do is, so like if you want prosperity for the new year, prosperity or wealth, or I'd like to find love or something like that, or I'd like to, COVID-19 to go away, something like that. We can put it on the Yule log and then burn it. And I've had many, many people come back and tell me that they what they wrote on the Yule log is manifested in the year. So please make sure that you uh, make sure that you get me that, because I'm absolutely willing to do it if you're in the room right now. So again, put it in the chat or message me somehow. Most of you know how to do that. So you guys, I want to wish you the happiest winter solstice. And if you do, or Merry Christmas, or I don't know when all of the other holidays, I think Hanukkah's over, right? Anyway, so happy holidays for whatever it is that you celebrate. I will be back here on the 27th, so I'm not going to wish you a happy new year yet. So thank you very much for coming and joining me. I really appreciate you guys. I have so much fun doing this, and love to you all. Bye, guys.